Valorant's next agent is being revealed this Sunday, so let's recap everything we know so far, from all the various teasers to the basics like the role and release date, even some speculation about the abilities, because I think we've got a pretty solid idea of what this new agent will be able to do. Going over the simple stuff first, recently it was confirmed that this new agent is going to be a duelist. This is from some of the pros reacting to gameplay of them. Based on the lore in game, we know Agent 28 is a woman, and it also seems likely there will be Thai because all the signs have been pointing there between the lore as well as Masters Bangkok. Now as far as teasers go, I've covered some of them a few weeks back, and we've gotten plenty more since then, so let me quickly recap the important stuff first. This player card in the Battle Pass called Prismatic Pathways was the first teaser. The colours indicate some of the colour scheme for our new agent, and the name likely ties into either their kit or their playstyle. I think the pathways could mean this agent has the ability to lead the way for a team in one way or another, create a path behind her, but more on that later. This player card was also codenamed Refract, which is when light changes direction after hitting glass or a similar surface. Reflection, refraction, as well as light seem to be really prominent themes for this character, and as you'll see later, there are a lot of signs that she could have some sort of clone ability. Another teaser at the start of this act was the silhouette in the loading screen well from the distance, perched up on the high ground ready to drop in at any moment. All you really have to remember here is that she has a high color, but otherwise that's all that's really important. We also got this kickoff cinematic towards the start of the year, and in it you can see our new agent using what seems like a combination of Jet's updraft and dash. At least that's what it seems like the way she flies up and then forward in a flash of light which you can see reflecting in Razor's eyes. In videos and other media teasing the new agent, Riot have been hinting at her themes with some of the following keywords.
We currently have 2 more agents planned for the rest of the year. We think there's some heavy hitters that you're going to have fun with. As always, agents need to provide colorful new ways for you to play the game, new and exciting play styles that we can shine a light on. But we're not quite ready to reveal any more information about them other than you're going to get a couple more.
Based on all those, again, we can imagine this agent being either light or crystal themed. We did see these giant purple crystals in the kickoff trailer, so maybe our new agent is somehow related to them, and they do actually share the same color as the scrapped Valorant agent Shadow, and while I don't expect the new duelist to look exactly like this, there's potentially some inspiration there. On top of that, one of Shadow's abilities was to create a clone of himself and then break it on command, so especially considering the pros said this new agent has some similarities to Yoru, a clone ability is looking more and more plausible. Back to the concrete lore and teasers though, because this new faction of mysterious soldiers could also be connected to the crystals, maybe trying to harvest whatever this resource is. They're probably the ones coming through the portal undetected like we've been hearing about in some of the recent emails and voicemails in game, which leads us to patch 10.3 where we got even more hints about what's coming soon. First of all, this email was sent to Brimstone with some coordinates and they seem to match up with a location in Thailand. Likely this is where we saw him using Orbital Strike in the video that released at the start of this year. It's important to note that this team also consists of Phoenix, Raze, Vice and Teo, as that's the same team we were briefly following for some of Teo's own teasers. This is the same mission he's on when he messages our new agent, talking about how he thinks this team will be stronger with her there. We can make out a tiny bit of the new agent's outfit and hand here, and the high collar does seem to match the silhouette we see in the current act's loading screen. There is a mark of some sort on her hand, probably just evidence of radiant powers, similar to how Jet's arms have glowing markings too. That snippet is from the Dawn of the Duelist cinematic and will likely lead directly into the next cinematic or whatever videos are premiered this weekend to reveal the new duelist. What's probably going to happen in this cinematic is we'll see our new agents in some sort of predicament, maybe outgunned or outnumbered, and then Teo's friend will swoop in and save the day, getting herself a spot on the Valorant protocol. In fact, Teo is already referencing this agent to Brimstone, trying to set up a meeting between the two, which you can hear in this voicemail from patch 10.3.
Cubo Brimstone. Perhaps I did not make myself clear. We are facing a serious threat. As of now, these kids you've trained aren't going to cut it. You need someone who can keep the younger ones in line. Talk shit with them, talk business with us. I have someone in mind. Lucky for you, she's been working with me for a long time. I'll make the introduction. Adios, Cucho.
The latest hints we've gotten towards the new agent come from this video, which I already broke down yesterday, but one of the key reactions was that this agent is a combination of Jet, Yoru and Reyna. Maybe that was just what they visually look like, but in terms of gameplay, we are already confident that they'll have a dash ability from the cinematic again at the start of the year. Not only that, but a common sentiment from the pro video was that this agent is an alternative to Jet, which is probably, their reaction to seeing whatever this dash ability is. The connection to Yoru is most likely going to be a clone ability, as to me at least, that seems more on brand if this agent is going to be light based, although of course Yoru is also iconic for his teleport, so maybe that's what the pros saw. Then as far as Reina goes, personally I think we'll see some sort of dismiss or invisibility tied into one of the aforementioned abilities, either the clone or the dash. For example, maybe as you dash you can't be targeted at all, so it's sort of a combination of a Jet dash and a Reina dismiss, basically Tracer's blink from Overwatch. This would allow you to go straight through something like a Cypher Trip, and would make sense because safe implied this duelist is really strong against Sentinels. As far as the other abilities go, I think a flash in some way, shape or form is really likely considering all the themes so far. It only makes sense for this agent to have a flash ability. Then the ultimate is really anyone's guess, however I did notice in the Master Cinematic where Teo is contacting this new agent, you can see this tunnel-like effect, so maybe she'll be able to create a portal in some way. Maybe that'll be her ultimate, she makes a portal, her whole team goes through it, something like that. Maybe that is the pathway that the original player card was talking about. Like I said at the start of the video, our new agent is being revealed on Sunday. That's going to be at 2 AM Pacific time to be exact. We will see them played in a show match. Sometime after that, we'll probably get to see content creators try her out on an influencer build, and then she should be available for everyone to play next act, which starts sometime next week. If Valorant do their usual teasers, counting down the last few days until the agent is revealed, they should be kicking off tonight, maybe even before I uploaded this video. So either way, keep an eye out for more teasers soon, and of course the reveal on Sunday.